Turn that beat up.
Yeah, load up. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. Forget about talking, I'm just gonna off them. That's it, don't got time to play. Load up.
Perion Perspective, episode 1. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm hitting y'all with this news information from my perspective that everybody need to learn. Everybody need to pick up on these news articles, these tidbits of information that really need to shine on. The sun need to shine on it. So I'm the sun, so I'm gonna shine on it. You dig that? All right, so first thing that really hit me, because you know they always try to get you in the beginning of the year, January, to get your perspective right. That's why it's the Perion Perspective. So you have to understand they trying to hit you with a perspective. You understand? So everything gonna level up. It seemed like everything is turning up. It's turning up. So what you thought that was like, yo, it can't get no worse than that? Nah, it can. So like, I came about this news article, you know, about this 6-year-old kid that's in the first grade that shot his teacher while the teacher was teaching, right? So, you know, I mean, as soon as I heard that, you understand, you know, it took me for, you know what I mean? It's like one of them Mike Tyson punches. It's like, whoa, what? You know what I mean? So now, doing more digging and trying to understand. Of course, the first obvious questions is, now how the hell does this kid get this gun out the door in the morning? You know, 9 times out of 10, kids taking the bus. How you get the gun on the bus? If somebody dropped you off at school, how you get the gun? Like, what's going on with that? You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot of red flags going on, so, right? So I'm looking at here, and we have a news article that I seen, NBC, reported by NBC News. Parents wonder how 6-year-old Virginia boy shot teacher after his backpack was searched, right? So now the school actually searched the damn backpack, right? And didn't find the weapon. So it's a lot of red flags, balls dropped. It just, you know, infinity balls of that have been dropped in this case. If the backpack was searched, they didn't search it right, said Desiree, whose 6-year-old daughter witnessed the shooting January 6th at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News. This is in Virginia. So the parents at the Virginia Elementary School where a 6-year-old boy shot a first grade teacher this month are demanding answers for how the child managed to use the weapon after his backpack was searched. So this boy managed to get the weapon, get the gun out of the home, possibly on a school bus. They didn't say if he was a car rider, we rode to school, or even if he walked to, you know, maybe some kids, if they live so close to the elementary school, they might even walk to school. Most 6-year-olds, 9 times out of 10, I mean, it's very rare. But nevertheless, I mean, this kid got past barriers to get this weapon in. So that doesn't make sense to me. If the backpack was searched, they didn't search it right, said Desiree, whose 6-year-old daughter witnessed the January 6th shooting at Rich Neck Elementary School, in which Abigail was critically wounded. Wow. So that's the name of the teacher, Zerno. I know I probably crazy fucking slaughtered that last name. I'm not even going to try. So she continued, they didn't physically go in there to make sure that there wasn't anything there. If that was the case, then someone should have been able to see it. They should have searched other places if they felt there was a need to search. And if they didn't, they failed. I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Yvette was among a group of Rich Neck parents who spoke to NBC News on Sunday and questioned how thoroughly the child, his backpack, and the school were searched before the shooting in Zerner's class as she was teaching about 20 students. So you had about another 19 students in there. So that means another 19 set of parents possibly that's pissed off, right? Zerna survived and is recovering. Well, that's good. The teacher survived and she's recovering. The school system superintendent, George Parker III, said Thursday at a virtual town hall that wasn't public that the boy had come to school late and that his book bag was inspected upon his arriving at the office to sign in. Oh, shit. According to parents who watched the meeting. Right, okay. So, I see what happened now. The boy came late. That's why he was able to get the gun, right? Either his parents, they left early, they were asleep, something like that, and he came late, right? If he came late, he probably was dropped off. So even still, is who signed him in, you see what I'm saying? And whoever inspected bad, they did a half-ass job. Because I know those front desk late, yeah, they do, you know, they probably didn't even look in it. I guarantee you they didn't even look in his book bag, really. At least one administrator was notified of a possible weapon, Parker said in a video review by NBC News. Wow. This is ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna play this,
Tonight,
y'all.
shocking new details revealed after a 6-year-old shot his teacher in a Virginia school last week. The school superintendent revealing that a school administrator was told the child may have brought a gun to school that day.
At least one administrator was notified of a possible weapon in the timeline that we're reviewing, and was aware that student there was a potential that a weapon was on campus.
The superintendent also saying a school staffer searched the child's backpack, but found nothing. Hours after the search, the first-grade student shot his teacher, Abigail Zwerner, in the chest with a 9mm handgun. The 25-year-old hailed a hero for managing to get the rest of her class to safety.
I believe that Miss Zwerner, Abigail, she saved lives on Friday.
Zwerner remains hospitalized in stable condition. Parents now demanding answers on how this could have happened. Maria
Stop it right here. If that teacher dies, those parents, something is gonna be. They should be grateful that their teacher's alive. Like this is a complete all around ball drop. It just one after another, man.
Two kids that attend Rich Neck Elementary, she says she doesn't feel comfortable sending them back to school until more is done to prevent this from happening again.
Just the whisper of a gun should
They
have
do
been
homeschool.
A phone call to the police with multiple school shootings happening, around the U.S.
The community pushing the school system to do more to protect students and teachers. Newport News police say they were not contacted about that initial tip concerning the gun, and the school district hasn't revealed how that tip came to them and whether the boy was physically searched after nothing was found in his backpack. As of right now, no one has been charged in this case. The investigation is ongoing.
Yo, this shit is ridiculous. So, all in all, this is nobody knows who to blame. They're going to blame the parents. They're going to definitely blame the parents. Further on with the article, a Newport News policewoman said authorities also determined through their investigation that a school employee was notified of a possible firearm at Rich Neck Elementary before the shooting occurred, adding the Newport News Police Department was notified of this information prior to the incident. So it's like the lady said, they was notified. For further details weren't made available about who conducted the search and why the gun wasn't found and whether the child's clothing was physically examined. You know his clothes wasn't examined. He's a 6-year-old child. Like how many, this is a 9mm handgun. You see what I'm saying? So things are not adding up here. Thomas Brenton, 35, questioned the school steps officials took after they learned the child may have taken the gun into school. You have a tip and a search and a shot fired, said Britton, who questioned whether the child was pulled from the classroom and whether his parents were notified that the boy was suspected of sneaking a gun onto the campus. Right when they had those suspicions, his ass need to be in the goddamn principal's office. Like, as soon as those suspicions of a gun, anything like that, he need to be escorted out. You know what I mean? Any type of suspicions. Because these school shootings is rampant. So anything with guns in school, nah, we don't play none of that. It's like high tolerance. We don't play none of that. So what did they do? Just like peek into the backpack and say, I don't see a gun, go back to class. See that? That's that lazy shit, man. I told you. If there was somebody who said that my child brought a weapon, I would want to be notified. Also, I want him to be removed from class until it was straightened out. Man, this shit's too damn serious, man. They put all these fucking children in danger. And luckily, that teacher ain't fucking died. Brenton's son was supposed to be in Zerna's class doing the shooting, but was absent because he had a medical procedure. Thank God. Shit. Yvette's daughter was there, although her mom wishes you're right. She shouldn't have been. Because, man, them teachers be fucking high and shit. They don't give a fuck, man. Yvette 31 said seeing the horror in Zerna's classrooms has traumatized. I'm sure it traumatized the girl. She broke down in tears talking about her daughter's pain. She's scared of everything and everybody right now, Yvette said. She doesn't feel safe. Her teacher was her biggest advocate, Mrs. Zerner. And to experience that and see that, she doesn't feel safe because the person that was her safety in the school got hurt. She's scared that anybody she loves and cares about is going to get hurt because of this. Mark Anthony Garcia, 38, said his second grade son is shaken up after he heard the shot and then tried to help students who were crying. Garcia said he's upset that the administration didn't immediately notify parents after the shooting. Once the news dropped it, that's when a lot of parents started rushing to the school with mass confusion, Garcia said. See, they don't want to tell the parents that because they know that it's just more work for them. They're lazy as shit, but their laziness enabled somebody almost dying. You know what I'm saying? And especially with the climate of school shootings and all this other type of shit been going on the last couple of years and all of that, man, y'all better goddamn get this shit in order, man. Somebody kid gonna die, man. Stop it. Stop it, man. Y'all better get this shit in order, man. This shit could have been prevented. Stop it. It's like, come on. All right, he said also there was no security officer who could have properly checked the boy person for a gun. Like, you got teachers trying to check for weapons. That's not part of their job description. They don't know how to perfectly pat down somebody for a weapon, specifically where a possibly weapon could be held, especially pat down a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like a 6-year-old boy. So it's like you need an officer there. Ain't no security officer. It's like they didn't have a security officer there in the morning. I'm there every day. We don't have security there in the morning. Now Garcia said he wants to know who's going to be held accountable. It's with security lapses. Exactly. Rich Neck will be outfitted with a metal detector. The district officials announced last week the district had secured funding for 90 state-of-the-art metal detectors that will be placed. All right, well, you just treat them like criminals now. Because the staff is lazy and they dropped the ball instead of firing staff and holding staff more accountable. Let's just treat the kids like motherfucking criminals. There we go. Rich Neck has been closed since the shooting. Okay. The school district has had 3 instances of gun violence in the past 17 months. Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew said the investigation continues. He previously has said that the child's mother legally brought the 9mm Taurus firearm used in the shooting and that the boy took the gun from his home. Whether it was properly secured is a key element in the investigation, Drew has said. Drew said Sunday the investigation entails looking into the boy and his parents' history. He also said student witnesses will be interviewed, right? So I tell you, they're going to gear up and they're going to focus on these parents. They're going to say that, look, this gun wasn't properly secured, and it wasn't secured because it couldn't be secured if that little boy got it. If there are any child protective service records, we want to look at those. Oh yeah. If there are any school records that detailing with behavior issues or anything at all dealing with violence threats, those reports will also be investigated, he said. Drew added, regrettably, we want to talk to, I wish we didn't have to, but to be thorough, we want to do our best to talk to the students that were in the room, and we'll be partnering with a child psychologist who will be handling those interviews for us. Yeah, these children are going to be very traumatic. Very, very traumatic. So all in all, this is not the end of this, y'all. This is not the end. They're going to go after the parents. They're going to go after the parents. Like, this is guaranteed because that gun wasn't secured. I mean, there's no way that this 6-year-old should be able to get that gun. Not no 9mm. Like, come on, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. It was too many security lapses. And not only the parents, but the security lapses within the school. You know what I mean? Even if the parent has a security lapse at home, that school is supposed to make up for that. You know what I mean? Ain't no way this gun's supposed to get in that school. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So somebody need to get fired on this at the school as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all around with this shit. You know what I mean? It's all around. Man, this shit is crazy. It's already the beginning of the year, and everything's turned up, man. You know what I mean? The shit turned up on a whole nother level. 6-year-old shooting a teacher. Another school shooting. But this time it's a first grader. I mean, you can't get no younger than that. What, you gonna get a damn kindergarten next? I mean, shit is crazy. Preschool? A preschooler gonna shoot somebody? Man, shit is not funny, man. But, yo, pray for everybody involved. Teachers, they said that shit should be recovering. You know what I'm saying? So, thank God for that. And, hey, man, it's the Perion Perspective. Episode 1. I'm out.